welcome to Shelly Saves the Day. This is Triple T Thursday. That is tips, tricks, tutorials. Today I want to talk with you about a subject which is going to be creation versus consumption. One could argue that they are very closely related. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about some of my thoughts on this because this came up actually on one of the coaching calls that I had this week, and I want to chat with you all about it. And of course, I want to talk with you all about new dream screen type of stuff. And if I have set up my information correctly, I will be able to share my screen with you and we will be able to go through the dream screen creation process. So excited to talk with y'all about that. First off, what's in your cup today? You tell me what's in your cup, I'll tell you what's in mine. For all the folks out there that like the sounds. We have the Liquid IV. I don't know if I have the thing anymore. No, it is the Tart Green Apple Liquid IV. And goodness, it is really, really delicious. And if you haven't tried it yet, you should, okay? So one last thing, I'm over here. I'm going to make sure that we are live everywhere we're supposed to be live because sometimes it doesn't work like it's supposed to. So I'm just going to make sure that it is. And then I'm going to say, hey, how are you? Let me go back in and I got to turn off airplane mode so I can allow my notifications, right? And then I'll be able to approve my login. Poland Springs water sounds about right. Coffee sounds like everything is back to normal over here. So that is absolutely correct. Pixelpia, hi. Adam's Exploits, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I'm going to make sure, we're going to mute this site too, just to make sure that we're all good. Liquid IV, basically it helps, so they say, it's like a fancy Gatorade. It helps you stay more hydrated. So I think that's kind of a cool thing. I just think it tastes good. So by the way, I found out it's not an affiliate code, but I do have a coupon code for Liquid IV, which apparently I activated like 5 years ago, and it's Shelly Saves the Day. And if you put in Shelly Saves the Day at checkout, you can save yourself some money. So I didn't know that, that it was still active. I don't get a kickback or anything on that, but if you want to try it, I think that's pretty cool. So, number one, we're going to talk about Dream Screen. This is a feature that YouTube, at the Made on YouTube event, I believe, gosh, it was, I'm trying to think if it was the one almost a year ago in New York before, and they were talking about this with the AI stuff, or if it was even, if it was even later than that. But basically, you are going to be able to use a written prompt, and generative AI is going to create an image. I know that at one point they said that it was going to be able to do like little video backgrounds. I have not had that yet be my experience. What I have seen is that it would do a static image background. I did, thank you very much for mentioning it, the short about Dream Screen. I recorded, one, the process of making it, and then two, I recorded a dream screen because I just got access to this feature last night, so I thought I would give it a shot. Do I have this hair just like sticking up doing its own thing? I sure do. We're gonna ignore that, okay? Everyone ignore that. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Don't talk about it anymore. So I thought it would be interesting to share this with you. Now, I don't know if it's just available to everyone who has, if you're paying for premium, I guess raise your hand in the chat. I pay the $11 now that it is to YouTube to make sure that I can watch without ads. I could use YouTube Music, I don't. And the ability to download and watch offline, those things are always very handy whenever I am watching a movie, like, like on plane or something like that, and I want to be able to do that. If you, and let me see if I can go in and share. Let me see here. If I go into that, and then I think I can add the Wi-Fi at least. And then let me see if I can share my phone here with you. Just 1 second here. And we're going to say, I want to see something really quickly where it says like purchases, memberships. Trying to see exactly where it was. Premium benefits. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, here we go. I think if I hit this, Okay, so over here is my phone screen. So, okay, oh, look at this. Here is some data about 1,670 hours in ad-free videos. Wow, there you go. Let's see, background play, 17 minutes. I don't think is this forever? Or I feel like it's one. And then videos watched offline, 36 videos. That sounds right. Here is the section though I'm talking about. It says try experimental new features. Okay. There are 2 available for a limited time. So if you are paying for YouTube Premium, maybe check this out in your account and take a peek for this. And it says, this guy right here, it says, for a limited time, eligible premium members can try out new features that we're working on, including AI experiments. You can share your feedback to help us build a better YouTube. Your account is limited to 1 active experiment at a time. But here's the first one. This is Dream Screen, and it's only available for a limited amount of time. It's available till August 20th, so I will be making a few more because I only have a little bit more time with this experiment. And it says, y'all, one of the reasons that I had to make a tutorial was because I was looking and everyone is talking about Dream Screen and how cool it is, and everyone gets to the part where it's like, generate a panda, but no one is saying like, how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? How do I actually, what button do I push? And so that's why I had to create a video with like an arrow being like, do this, then this, and you'll be able to see it. So, these are the only instructions that you have. It says open the YouTube mobile app, tap the plus sign to open the shorts camera, then select the green screen and tap the sparkle button to start creating. Do they show you what the sparkle button looks like? Not in particular. I mean, I guess they do, but I didn't really associate the sparkle button for a while, so it took me a little while, longer than I'd like to admit. It says backgrounds can only be created when English text is entered. So right now it's not available if you're using a different language as an input. I'm sure that's coming eventually. And it says only available on iOS and Android phones. And it is not something that is inside of the, like the YouTube Create mobile video separate standalone app, which is apparently going to be getting an overhaul and then going to be getting some new cooler features. Not yet though. So this is inside of the actual YouTube app, so not the standalone, and this is inside of the Shorts camera experience. So I want to show you how to do this, and if you're interested in that, make sure you throw a thumbs up on this live because I think we only have one, and I think it's me. Y'all, I think I pre-like everything, so throw a thumbs up at your girl, would ya? Okay, the other experiment is ask questions, get AI-powered answers, available till August 21st. I'm not going to do this one because right now I'm more interested in the Dream Screen option, so I'm going to be sticking with that one. So there's also this option to give your feedback, get rewarded, and I'm not going to do that one right now. So I don't know why, but Ecamm has made my little shape cut off a little bit at the bottom and top. So if you can't quite see it, we're over here, right? So the middle button is that plus button inside the circle. That is what you press usually to upload a video. So that is the button that we are going to be pressing. Let me just make sure that when I do it, I'm not showing you the stuff that you're not supposed to see. So let me just, okay. So I hit the plus button. Look how pale I am in this one versus this one. Anyways, I digress. So across the bottom in the bubbles, it says video, short, live, post, right? And it has your drafts and then it can see videos that you have. So on the screen over here, I think I can show you, right? This is to flip the camera. This is to set the timer. This is to change the speed. This is the sparkle element, and then there is a little button to see more. Boom, boom, boom. Now you actually will get the titles of what things are, okay? So there are effects. The green screen is the one that we're going to be going after. So we are going to go to the green screen, which is the instruction that was first given to us. And then the sparkle button is going to be the one that looks like a red icon with the plus in the photo icon, okay? So if you see that, it is the second button because the first button on the left is nothing, right? The next button in is going to be the prompt area. So first, and in here it says you create an image, and it's an experiment. It does not say that it's going to create a video background. It is just going to be a still image. So for this to work, I'd love to hear from y'all if there is something that we can generate together. So, and then we get to put a style. Okay. So I just realized I can zoom your stream just by using my fingers, a punch or yeah. That is something that was released. Gosh, I'm not sure when that was, but it's a very useful feature, especially if you're trying to see stuff. So yes, I love that feature. I will do one, and then we'll have you all suggest one as well. We'll make multiples, okay? And we are going to get into this because I also, first, this is showing you, hey, James, how to create the background. And then the second part of the live stream, we're going to be talking about the creation versus consumption thing. And this is one of those. I swear it's all come together. There's a plan, okay? So the first one, I'm going to say a cozy coffee cafe with couches and kitty cats that are snoozing all around. And I'm going to do this in a watercolor style. You can see the styles here that they have. And then I'm going to hit create. So it is going to do its auto magic here, and then it's going to generate an image. I have coffee in my cup like always. I do believe it. I'm going to give you a minute here. Okay, so here we go. It says choose your image, right? So do we have a cozy cafe cat vibe type video? I would say so. There is a triple dot option up in the upper right hand corner which says did something go wrong. You can't really see the little message that came up. You could report something wrong. If you didn't like any of these 4 images, right, then you could hit the back arrow in the upper left hand side, go back, give it a new prompt, and then start again. So I think for this one, I am going to, I don't want the one on the upper right because it looks a little too much like winter. And the one with the palm tree in the bottom doesn't quite look what I'm going after. I think I'm going to go with the blue one just because I'm wearing so much brown. I feel like I might blend in a lot with the brown one in the upper left. So I'm going to go with this blue one. And now it's going to become a background. And then the white on the bottom is the button for done. Otherwise, you still have the triple dots in the upper right hand that says, did something go wrong? So I'm going to hit done. And then it's going to have me with this as the background. So we are going to go ahead and, oh, I should add, you can pinch yourself on screen where you are to make yourself smaller or large. It's too large. It's too large. Look, the pink cowboy boots coming out of my head. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to scoot myself over just a little bit because I don't like it when your arms are completely cut off, right, on the screen. So I'm trying to take up some room on the screen. So I'm going to say this, and then maybe I need to fill it up just a little bit more there. Let me have my head down. I don't know what I can do about the, oh, okay, 1 second. Oh shoot, I can't do it because the thing is, oh, the lighting went all crazy there. Okay, try not to be too upset about this pink cowboy boot coming out of my head, but you know, I digress. Oh, and the black one, it's changing everything, guys, gals. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick little thing right here, and then we will continue on. So I'm gonna say, what should I say? What should I say? Okay. One of my favorite drinks when I go to a coffee house. That was bad. We're going to try that one more time. I am a little upset about this cowboy boot coming out of my head, though. Y'all, just love me through it, okay? Love me through it. I'm having a hard... Oh, wait, if I just move back a little bit. Okay. One of my favorite, oh shoot, you guys can hear Casey screaming in the background. Hold on one second. By the way, if you want to see the baby Casey picture when we first met, I posted it over. I think it's on my TikTok, but she's pretty cute. She was so cute. And Cooper, the day that I picked him out from the rescue. I have both of them. But baby Casey was just so small. She's so small, okay? So, my favorite drink to order when I go to any coffee place is going to be a white chocolate mocha with oat milk, and I would love to know what is your favorite coffee order. Comment it down below. Oh, shoot. I didn't hit that stop soon enough, so I don't know if I can trim that down. So I'm going to go ahead and hit go. My favorite drink to order. I think you guys can hear this, but I can't hear it. Is going to be a white chocolate mocha. Is what I recall. And then if I tap the thumbnail to edit, I think I can just. Okay, I stopped talking here, so I'm just somewhere. I can't hear anything. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. Down below. Okay, so. My favorite drink to order when I go to a coffee place is going to be a white chocolate mocha with oat milk. I'm going to show you what my favorite drink to order. So. My favorite drink to order when I go to any coffee place. I really wish that I had volume on this. I don't know. With oat milk. I think there's a coffee for your head. I don't know what the name. I don't know what the name of the song is. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. Something like that, right? I think it's this one.
You'd have to lose me.
You can hear it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna look at the volume. I'm flying blind here, y'all. I'm flying blind. I'm gonna bring this one up. I'm gonna bring this one down to around like 4%, something like that. Hopefully y'all can hear my audio. If you guys can hear it, please let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and hit good on this one. I'm gonna hit next, and then I am going to post this one. And two things you're going to see. Number one, it comes in with a pre-designated hashtag of Dream Screen AI. The second thing I noticed, it does not on here have the option, which I think should be included if you're making a short with AI, to have the button to check for this was generated with YouTube AI. I feel, or like with AI, right? This is generative AI or whatever. It should have something like that, and it doesn't. So you would have to add that separately when you go into the desktop version of YouTube, and then you could add that, but you can't seem to do it on upload. Okay. And if you hadn't seen before how to, when you are uploading a YouTube short through the phone, this is the only time you can do this. If you click the pencil icon in the upper left hand of the preview there, then you're going to have a scrubbable timeline that you're able to use as the still frame as your thumbnail. So I'm going to come over here. You can see a cowboy boot starting to come through every once in a while. I'll just leave it. So hopefully, I don't know if y'all heard the music or anything as it was going through. So let me know. So I'm going to say, no, not made for kids, no promotion. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, what's your coffee order? Okay. And then I'm going to hit upload. So we're going to upload. See? So you can see here, I already did one yesterday, and you can see the first attempt at using Dream Screen AI background, and I said it. You can see the prompt that I generated inside of the screen, which was, you know, give me a Yorkie and a Yorkie poo, and it was me. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was very loud. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, what's funny is when it's through the computer and like hooked up as a source, there's no audio for me, but I remember watching back previous streams where it does show up to you guys all, but I can't hear anything, so I apologize if it's super loud. So there we go, and that is how you create one of the generative AI backgrounds. Heard it all? Oh, well, hopefully the audio, when you watch it, the music is a little bit lower and the audio on top is still good. So let me know. It was very loud. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's so funny. I heard nothing over here and crickets. Crickets over here. So that is Dream Screen. Questions, comments, concerns, a different background that you want me to create, let me know and we can make another one. Let's come over here. We're going to come back into our regular. So what do we think of Dream Screen? And will you use it? And what kind of background? Let me know in the comments what kind of background you would make if you were doing a Dream Screen. And also let me know if you have access to Dream Screen. I think I could start a survey. So let me see if I go to this and then I mute and then managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. What is this? Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Okay. That's fine. That's cool. So let me see if I can come in here and add a poll. Do you have Dream Screen? And then second part is, will you use it? I know I'm cheating because I'm putting 2 yes or no questions inside of one. You're just gonna have to go with me, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh wait, I can say yes, no. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. I'm starting a poll, all right? And you don't think you'll use it, okay? And I could see someone if you're, talking about Swedish things and you wanted to have some sort of background that was Sweden related, I don't know. Would that be something that you would generate? Would that be kind of cool? I don't know. And maybe not. So there's that. The second thing I want to mention, oh shoot, did I leave it downstairs? Wait, where is it? I'm pretty sure I thought I brought it up. Let me take a quick, wow, this lighting is really going wild. Just bear with me real quick. I'm going to see if I see it in here. Where'd it go? Y'all, where'd it go? Shoot. Anyways, I found a little $25 USB-C transmitter mic system. I have been using, I keep it in my car. It's super duper tiny. And gosh, it's what I did the voiceover for the last couple of shorts. I swear to goodness, I just had it in here. And where did it go? And honestly, I like it and I keep it with me because it's easier to carry around than like my big microphone system. And it works perfectly if you're just making content on the go and you want to do a little something. 25 bucks I think it was on Amazon, and it's great. And the second thing I just bought, and I wanted to share this with y'all. Every once in a while, I like to have a little travel mini tripod-ish in my bag. Sometimes you can just set up the phone, you can, use whatever. And I discovered this because I had something else before, but it was more of a rectangular base. And so if you were trying to get in certain angles, it would flop over, especially if you have a larger phone, such as something like the Samsung Galaxy, S24 Ultra, and it was just too large for some of those things. So I wanted to show y'all this just in case it was also interesting to you. I got this, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's metal, and this bottom, you can see it's like a rotating thing, but it's a circular base. So what's really nice about it, and it folds up nice and flat, so you could travel with this really easy, but it comes up like this, and then it uses the MagSafe basically to attach to your phone. And if you don't have MagSafe, they even have a little metal ring that you can attach to the back of your, like Android phone or something, or to your case, and then it will just kind of it will magnetically place itself, and it's pretty strong. But the nice thing is, ready for the ASMR folks, it's going to oh shoot, it's not this part. So you can rotate it in all these directions. It stays on. The magnet is obviously, you got to be like careful with it. But check this out. Here's for the ASMR folks. The screen's freaking out. So basically you can sit this here on any surface and you can, sorry if that's really loud, you can rotate this around at any angle and then you can turn it, right, as you need to, and then kind of do this kind of thing. So this has been, I mean, even if you just want to watch YouTube in the bathtub, which I'm not necessarily recommending or not recommending, take FaceTime calls, just do this while you're having lunch. It's been kind of great. I kind of love it. And look how small that packs up. So I can just toss that in a purse, backpack, whatever. So I've been kind of loving that and I wanted to share that with y'all too. All right, I'm going to come over here and talk to you and see what you're thinking. I see a lot of no's and one yes. Okay, on the dream screen topic. Okay. Okay. There's that. That's totally fine. So let's chat a little bit about this creation versus consumption. This came up as, like I said, there was a topic that I was chatting about with my coaching client this week. And one of the things is I was telling them when we start to do, is the base magnetic too? I don't think so. No. But I have this guy, I will show you here, and I have a new one coming. So I have new replacement adhesives coming, as well as the new version of them, which are 20% stronger magnets. This is the, I'm sure you've seen the little advertisements for them on Instagram or different things like that, but it's the Snap whatever. So this one will go on with MagSafe, and then it will pop up and you can use it like here, like a little pop socket, and it rotates around. But the nice thing is as well, this ring is magnetic, so if you want to stick this up on a fridge, it will do that, which is kind of nice. Casely also happens to have like a thing that pops on that has little suction cups on the back, and you can place it on any surface, not just like magnetic surfaces, so like glass and windows, all that kind of stuff. You can stick it on there and then use the MagSafe, and it will also, so I'm interested in that, but that one's around $25. This Snaplux one, like I said, I just got a new version that has upgraded magnets, because especially if you have a larger size phone that's pretty heavy, I'm not always trusting this magnet by itself to do the job. And I will say that this little guy, it seems silly, but it is so handy, because my family was here for the solstice parade, and when we were all together, I was like, oh my gosh, we're not together that often. We really need to take a photo, y'all. And I didn't have one of my little mini tripods with me, which I almost always have, but I had this guy attached, and I was like, it's magnetic. I found a street sign, and I stuck it on the street sign, and I turned it, and I said self timer, and I took 10 seconds. I got in the photo, and we had a nice group photo. And there were a couple people just like sitting outside. They're like, what is that thing? And I was like, oh yeah, it's my phone grip. It has a magnet in it. And I was like, that's so smart. And I was like, I guess it is, but I guess I just didn't think about that. But they sell replacement adhesive for this, so I have a couple like replacement adhesive rings, so you can do it without a MagSafe case. You can just do it, on the back of the phone if you really want it to stick, or for something like this that doesn't have that already built in. But I did want to try the new upgraded 20% stronger magnet, so I did order one of those as well. So I do like it quite a bit. There's a couple things I'm not like in love with about it, but overall it's really good, and it's really thin, and it helps me with that like fidgety kind of feeling. So I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, but this guy, I will say, the magnet on that thing that I was just showing you, where did it go? The first time it ripped the magnet right off the back of my phone case, because this, when they get together, they're a nice little duo, and they go it's satisfying. But this guy then kind of like rotates around, and I feel way more secure, and I feel like this is so unobtrusive that you could take this with you, like if you go to dinner and this is just like in your purse or something like that. I mean, I have a different one too that I just recently got from, because I'm always testing things, you all know that. It's from Newer, right? The company that I can never seem to pronounce. And it's a tiny little tripod-ish, if you want to call it that. It's like a phone holder, but it has like different ways of moving. So it has like 3 parts of it. So you can like splay the little legs out and hold on to the phone, or you can kind of like use it as, and it's even smaller. So I like this one because it also has a and it rotates around and does different things. I will show you, because I swear to goodness, I think it's in this room, y'all. I know they're in this room. I just have to get up and, Newer? Is it Newer? Newer? Now it's just, it's gone on so long, so many years that I don't care. I'm just going to have to keep calling it what I call it, okay? So, what is that white thing in front of oh, it's the straw. I'm like, what is that in the way? Do you guys want me to show you the thing? Like, I will, I swear to goodness, I think it's on the chair across the room, and I will get up for y'all. I will do it, but not if you actually don't even care. But if you do care, you buy a lot of products from Newer. Man, I don't think it's Newer. I could see Newer. Is it really Newer? I don't know about that. I do love Anchor too. Hold on, let me see if it really is close to me or not. Let me see. I think it is. 1 second. Newer. I don't know about that. Newer. I'm sorry I left you alone to your own devices for probably far too long. James has probably turned the whole chat against me. That is the risk of it all. All right. All right, here we go. So let's rewind. The first thing I'll show you is the little mic that I got. Look how cute she is. Like, come on. And I love the DJI. Y'all know that one. And I recently picked up this, it was too good a deal to pass up, but now I'm kind of like, I don't need it. It's a whole thing. I'm selling my camera setup. So if you know anyone who's in the market for a whole vlog setup, I posted about it on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page, but I'm trying to sell it as a whole package. It includes these mics from Rode. But look at this. Look how cute and small this is. Oh my God, Tish, hey, how are you? Am I going to see you in Vid Summit by chance? It'd be great to see you again. Check this little guy out. Look how cute she is. Oop. Look at this tiny little mic. Y'all, look at this. Look how small she is. It says that it has noise canceling. Don't trust it because it sounded awful. But it's clear enough just as it is. This little case is a charging case. It's like as big as your AirPods case, right? Has this little transmitter. You can get one USB-C. You can get one Lightning. You can get also, it comes with an adapter to turn it into USB-C, which is great. But you just stick this in the bottom of your phone, turn this on. It's so small, fits right on you. It's been what I've been using for a lot of my voiceovers and things recently. And this thing was like $25. Okay. So Nevada. So this little, and look, it even gives you a battery percentage of the mic, right? So I really, really like this one. And most of the time I find that I don't need the 2 mic system. I just, it's just me, myself, and I. So there's this. Second thing I'm going to show you, I talked about the Nevada. This is the SP02 mic, or like a phone stand. So you can see that by itself, it's going to fold up kind of like a little piece of like scaffolding. So basically you can use it in a ton of different configurations. This guy, if you want to, can rotate around. So you splay the little legs out, and you can do this in horizontal or vertical, right? And then you can kind of just bend it to your will, much like the people in your life, maybe, maybe not. But you can see that it also has little, the 1/4-inch threading at the bottom. So if you want to put this on top of a tripod, you certainly can. And then you can get up and down and move it around just a little bit. And it kind of, has a ton of different configurations that you could do. And then these little leggies even come apart. So if you need to have more stability or you're trying to do something else, look at that, right? It's kind of crazy. So no, this thing is actually really, really tightly, like, it is a workout getting this thing like together, right? So like all of this stuff, and it all kind of just, however you want to do it. And I haven't even figured out all the different ways to do it, but you could pack this up in your purse or your camera bag or anything like that too, and have lots of different options, I feel like, because then these little leggies come down. Like, look how small it is, right? So it is definitely significantly smaller than the little guy. This guy is a lot more simple, but I really like it. I really have been enjoying this. I am excited to kind of throw this in more scenarios and figure out if this is something that I really, really like. But these two things, yeah, they're kind of cool. And then the combination with the little phone mount thing. I think, wait, it did the same thing. You can see it. Remember that little phone thing? The magnet is so strong, they stick together. It came right off the phone. And it's not sticking onto the phone so much right now because I put the adhesive ring, I pulled the adhesive ring off. So that's why I have a couple of replacement adhesive rings coming too. So then I can use this guy again. So I'm going to set that one over there. Okay, that's it. Speaking of though, I do have some vlogging set equipment that I am going to be selling. And because I also realized I don't feel like I need this kind of vlog setup when I can just use my phone or something else, right? So I have my extra Sony ZV-1 with the little, wind thing, with the Rode mic and all the appropriate stuff. The wide angle lens adapter, also from Nevada. Newer. So, I've got like the little battery things so that we can have extra batteries and stuff. So I'm going to be selling this off, and I'm excited to get a little room back in the house because although I will say, just to be perfectly honest, I have my eye, if I sell this one, I am going to be buying the creator kit for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because that is small enough to fit in my bag, and I actually am really curious about that one. And I've had my eye on it for quite some time, and I just feel like it's time. It needs to be mine. And I feel like I would use that more than I would use this camera setup. Okay? So, all right. What do we have over here going on in chat? What do you got here? I need to find a place to stay. I'm in Austin, so getting to Dallas isn't an issue. Yes. You're emerging from your rock? Mm-hmm. Shelly for president. And hi Adam, talk about it. I know. Hooked up to a bag. Yes, Austin. Ugh, gosh. So I kind of have this thing right now that like I can't buy more boots unless I get rid of a pair of boots. right? I can only fit so many boots on the wall, and I think my husband would kill me if I'm just like, I just need more boots. But usually what he doesn't know won't hurt him, but like it's obvious when you see like extra boots elsewhere in the house, and he's like, I thought all your boots were on the wall. Like, well, you can see that they're all full, so it's still a problem. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to let you in on a little secret though, because I wanted to buy a pair of boots for Vid Summit, and now I'm starting to get a little stressed because the time is running short. But I have, the YouTube boots, and I was going to retire them, but then I thought, what better time to wear them one last time, one last like send off and goodbye than Vid Summit, like an actual YouTube conference, right? But then I also saw that there is I don't know if I told y'all, I got invited back to the next Made on YouTube event that's going to be happening in New York in basically September again. So after Vid Summit, I will come home and I will basically be turning around and getting on a plane and going to New York. And I was like, I feel like I have to wear the YouTube boots there too, right? So now I'm going to have to wear them twice. And I have this idea, since they're not going to be retired, I am going to bedazzle every part that you see that's black in black rhinestones. So I have not started. I was going to start today, but I got sidetracked, first of all, as I do. But for good reason, I decided I was going to try to film a little bit of content just because of my life, because I got an Etsy order and I wanted to kind of film the process of what it looks like to fulfill an Etsy order and it was for the makeup swatch stickers. And I was thinking of even putting together like a quick day in the life short or mini vlog, because I really want to get into that. I figure I'm online so much and different things that I do, and it may not be interesting to people, but I feel like it will help me become a better creator just by creating. Hopefully that makes sense. And what I mean by that is that I am a little bit in the camp where I'm telling people to do some things, but I'm not creating a lot of things, and it's been getting me a little bit down. So I wanted to start creating more and being someone who can point to different things that I've done or tried and succeeded with, and have something else to say that I've accomplished or done, rather than just telling people about sometimes the theology or, the definition of some thing. And so I don't know, last week I told you, and I'm checking back in with you, I think I was like 621 hours away from monetization on the beauty channel. I'm down to 615 hours. I don't know, whatever it is, So I'm getting into the lower 600s here, guys, on the beauty channel and getting that monetized. I just discovered I can turn on channel membership, so I turned one on for 99 cents, just for funsies. You get nothing. It's nothing. But I mean, I was like, it was better to turn it on and just for the lowest level. Sure. And then I thought about, I should make a couple of these like vloggy things, or I'm trying to do some more of these like restaurant things, because actually the girl that I lent the camera to, she makes a lot of content around food. And I don't know anything about being a food creator, how to film it, how to make it look cinematic, how to do this stuff. And I was like, I want to learn to do this stuff. So I posted, one of my first food type of quick videos with my $20 mic, and I posted everything we ate at dinner that we did at date night yesterday, and I threw up that video because and I told my husband, I'm like, you're gonna have to become one of those people that waits to eat because the camera eats first, okay? Like, I gotta get the shot. And if you do watch the video, it's very much so very funny, because my husband does not like to share food, just like Joey on Friends. So I threw that in because I was like rating all the things we ate, but I didn't get to try these tacos because my husband doesn't share food. So I was a little bit salty about that. But so that was my first attempt at making like a food video. And that's up over on, my TikTok, my Instagram, and I think on my Shelly Nathan channel, which is more like my personal life channel. And I was thinking about like this little vloggy thing that I could possibly make. I don't know if it fits in over here, if it fits in just on my Shelly Nathan channel. I don't know where people would actually be interested in seeing it, or if they would be interested in seeing it at all. But it's something I want to try and experiment with, because I want to understand not only, the how-to and the why and the different filming techniques that one would want to use, and I can either report back here or I can report back to people that I'm coaching and talking to, right? Because I don't want to just be someone who once a week comes on and only talks theoretically about the algorithm and different things like that. Like, I want to be able to give something from some kind of experience. So, yeah, and in fact, because I think I talked to y'all about it last week, because I'm so close to monetization on the beauty channel, I know it seems silly, but like, I had a bunch of ideas that I want to try and like get pushed out, because like, I just want to have another channel that's monetized and be able to look at the data and say like, how long did it take me to do that? When I actually buckled down, where'd the hours come from? Research stuff without working through a client to get it, like I being that client. So if you guys are at all interested in beauty type stuff, I know a lot of people aren't, that's fine. But yeah, I need watch hours over there. I got to get 600 hours, because I have the subscribers, I just don't have the watch time over there. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. And so if anyone's interested in that journey, follow along. Okay. We're coming back to it though. I am trying to create more, consume less, because as I realized I was talking to my coaching client, a lot of the same principles apply, which is I consume a lot, whether I say that's for my job because of, training my brain to look at things, or, helping for clients, or whatever other reason I tend to use. I can have a lot of the day go by without doing a lot of the things that would actually be what someone who has, let's say, a successful YouTube channel or a successful, business would be doing. And so when I was talking to them about, are you calendar blocking? What kind of time frame are you setting up? What kind of schedule are you working? And I was, being honest and saying that like when I was working in corporate, I was so much more diligent and so much better at putting out videos on a very consistent basis, because I was very regimented with my time, because I had to be, because I didn't have extra time to bleed over into other things. And so as I find right now that what happens when you have this illusion of freedom, you have all this time, but you don't actually end up getting anything accomplished. And so, I was like, if you want to treat it like a hobby, awesome, here for you. If you want to treat it like a job, because, you told me you want to do brand deals, or you want to do this, and you want to, collaborate with others, are you doing the actions right now that would be necessary of someone who was in that position? So if you got a brand deal, would you be ready to go? How long would you need to make the video? What would that turnaround time be like? If you had to give them the schedule for like, how long does it take you for scripting and to actually get it out? Like, if you can't live your life in that kind of way currently, it doesn't magically happen when more gets added to your plate typically. So whether that's time bounding yourself, whether that's, doing an audit of where you spend your time. And I said, maybe there's a reward system that you put in place for every blank task that you're doing. Then you reward yourself with some social media time, because I found that when I get onto TikTok or other things, all of a sudden, like, your productivity like goes down the drain, because you're mindlessly scrolling. All of a sudden it's 5 hours later, right? And you're like, oh God, the whole day, it's gone. And then it's like a week has gone by and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't make anything, right? And so it then becomes like this cycle, this big thing. And so that is kind of one of the things that I am working on, not only in illustrating and showing it to other people when they find themselves in this situation, but realizing I am also a victim of that same type of thing. So today was kind of that first day that I was really like focused on consume less, create more. Consume less. It was like, okay, I have to make an Etsy order. Could I film myself fulfilling that Etsy order and then make that be part of something, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a short later, whatever, like just create, make it. Or like, yeah, I went out to dinner, but can I use that time to understand a little bit more about how to make food videos and actually create something, right? Or, wow, I just got access to this feature for the dream screen and I can't find the tutorial or whatever else it is. Can I create something now in the moment and just get it out? And I said, one of the things that you have to do is kind of divorce yourself from this idea of it's going to be perfect. You have to look perfect. It has to, so I'm like sitting there last night. There's no makeup on, and it's me trying to figure out how to do this thing. And so what I do, like I went on Instagram, I added a filter or, maybe, and I do that sometimes for if I'm just walking around and making a story, and I download it because, sorry, I'm of a certain age, and I'm not that I'm ashamed of it, but I just don't need all these young, stupid people on the internet being like, you're older. So it makes me feel better about myself to throw a sparkle filter on my face real quick. And, but if that's what it takes for me to feel better so I can post a piece of content, you know what? The world is not going to end because I threw a filter on my face. You know what I mean? And it's better maybe to put the sparkle filter on and get the video out than to never have made a video. And so last night, I don't know, or I don't care, I guess, if 3 people are going to be mad at me because I put out 3 videos in the span of like 15 minutes, because as I was learning how to do it, as I did it, and the finished result, and I put out both videos, maybe some people aren't interested in that, and that's fine. I know that some people are like, oh my God, I make things only that my audience wants to see. Or sometimes you make things because you're also learning and documenting the process, and that's fine. You know what I mean? So I think now I'm at this point where like I'd rather film it and have the option to use it later, even if it's then B-roll or something else, than to just not do it and then lament about the fact that I haven't created anything and I'm still in this depressive state. So that's where I'm at right now. I told my husband, just like, be prepared. You may have to have some cold dishes because I have to take photos of it first. I don't know. You may have to take some photos of me standing, acting stupid because I need some sort of, B-roll. Just deal with it. We're just going to have to love each other through it, okay? And that's also what I'm asking of y'all, to love me through the learning process that I'm currently in, because at the end of the day, ultimately, not only am I trying to be better, but I'm always going to come back and share it all with y'all. So there you go. So illusion, I have less freedom than when I had a real job. It's so true. It's so true. But I love it, even though it's a grind some days. Yep. It says, I am planning for some new content and maybe some changes, but right now I can't sit and plan research far too long. Yeah, I totally get that. Absolutely. It says, but I'm missing filming for YouTube. I totally get that. Okay. Comments, questions, concerns about Dream Screen, about content versus consumption, about the cool latest gadgets and whatnot that I have been loving on recently. Let me know about bedazzling. I've been thinking actually I might do a live stream on TikTok where I am just listening to music and bedazzling my boots. So if that's anything that's interesting to you, you could certainly hang out with me to listen to. I'm sure it's probably a lot of Taylor Swift music and bedazzling the boots. So there's that. So I hope you all have a fantastic night. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Thursday. I hope you go out and create something. And if you don't want to create something, I hope you consume some of the beauty content so we can get let into the 611 hours. And then I can report back on monetization for y'all. Plan? We don't plan. It's like patches. We don't need no patches. We just hit record and whatever insanity unfolds gets on tape. That is correct. That's how we're living our life, man. Balls to the wall, insanity. We're doing it. We're doing it all. So I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all in a video, probably too many videos. You're probably going to be sick of my face if you're not already, but if not, I love y'all. Okay, bye.